everyone, my name is Terry and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about student teaching and what to expect from it and the things I feel that will make your student teaching experience really great. So I did my student teaching spring 2022 from the Jackson State University. I graduated April 30th. Let's get down to it, shall we? So my student teaching started in January. I did it at an elementary school around here, the area where I'm located. I did 4th grade math and it was amazing. The first thing I would like for you guys to tell you guys, when you go into the classroom, the first week, I don't think anyone might start actually teaching the first week, but if you do, try to do it like a couple of days. Observe the students. Don't just look and do not jot down notes. As you observe the students, I feel you should be trying to see what type of student they are, as in who actually like to participate in class, who is probably struggling at certain things in the classroom. Observe and see. Walk around the classroom. Don't just sit at the back and look. Walk around. See who actually will work, who's going to be working, who's going to have the answer already done, who's actually paying attention to the teacher. Because when you start to teach the class, you want to know all of these things and how your teaching style should be. Now, I like to say this. Do not have one teaching style while doing student teaching. Try out a few things to see what best works for you and how that teaching style actually work with your data. Each time you test the students during that 1 week, do a different teaching style, and as you're doing that teaching style, see how the data is. Do different things. Don't do the same thing throughout this whole student teaching. I wish I would have not done, I switched it up a little bit, but I wish I would have known all these things at the end. So now when I go to my first year teaching, I'm gonna probably try a few teaching styles at the beginning. I wish I would have done it during student teaching. Let's see. Another thing, data. Data is so important right now in the school system. You guys need to know data is super important. Jot down what kids are making on do nouns or bell ringers, exit tickets. See what they're doing. See if they're actually writing down each step to do their work to get the answer they need. Sorry, I was talking like a little bit about math when I said all that, because in math, it's certain steps you need to take in order to get your answer and to see what students are messing up on. But I love math, sorry, but I think you can do the same thing with other subjects as well. But the data is the most important thing in the school system. Learn how to track data. Learn how to put all that data down. Once you put that data down, whatever you test your students on, right now I think everything is pretty much online, but you can also give paper tests. If you give paper tests, make sure you know which standard is that question. See the students like which standards they're working on, which part of the standards they're having a problem with. Are they jotting this down to get the answer? In math, they have to show their work. So are they showing their work, breaking it down? Reading, are they having a problem with pronouns? Are they having a problem with writing? Are they having a problem with comprehending how to find the answer? Are they having a problem reading between the lines and things? Those are things you should be looking for when you do your data. When they miss a question, find out why this student missed the question and why this student did not. Find out when you re-put the question up on the board, I suggest you do kind of give the test over again through do nouns and things. If you do that, make sure that you ask the student who missed what do they think the answer is and why. If you don't feel like doing it, do it in small group. Make sure that you ask the student who got the answer right, how did you get this answer? Do you want to share with your peers? You know, those are things you should ask. That data, you tracking that data, looking at each thing, breaking it down as to why and trying to figure out why it can help you do it better later. Those are things I feel like you should do in student teaching, not before you get to teaching. If you do all these skills, it'll set you out. I had done a couple interviews and they told me, oh, you already know about data. I have new teachers fresh coming in who doesn't know that much about data. You sound really good. Doing this now will help you later on. I promise you. You will not regret it. Learn everything. I suggest you learn everything from your teacher, not just your cooperating teacher, the teachers around you. And why I say that, like in planning, they will have a planning time where they meet with their other teachers in their group. Try to learn what they're learning. Try to see different classrooms, get to know different class. Go visit some other classrooms to see what they have on their board that makes them great. See how their students are doing great. Ask questions. Ask many questions as possible. They will love to answer. If you get someone that don't want to answer your question or feel like you're asking too many questions, you probably should stay away from that person. Because if they don't want to help you become a teacher to try to help the future, they probably shouldn't be an educator themselves. Get to know your principal. They're going to tell you get to know your principal when you go there, because if you get to know your principal, if you're doing a great job, they will hire you. They will try to do an interview to see if you want to work there. Get to know your principal. Try to talk and see what your principal is like. And I say that because I think it's a teacher shortage everywhere. They need teachers. And if that school might need a teacher because someone probably leaves, they probably like, well, if you're a great candidate, we want to hire you. But get to know that principal to see if you would like to work under that principal. Just because they say, oh, hey, how you doing, don't mean that's getting to know you. Getting to know them. Like, actually try to get to know the principal. Talk to the principal. See what they like. What disciplinary action do they have in the school you're doing your student teaching in. Don't just be in the classroom teaching. Try to see what the school is like. Talk to the principal to try to see how do he handle different situations. If you're in the classroom and you don't come upon a situation where the principal is trying to handle a student or things like that, ask those questions to that principal. They will be amazed that you're trying to ask questions to get to know the school, to see if you would like to be there just as much as they will want you. If you do get a job offer from that school, I got a job offer like March, like before I even graduated, before I even ventured off to try to even search for a job. I told them, yeah, I would like to do that, not knowing that it's other places out everywhere that would love to hire me. So I thought I was probably just stuck there because I thought I wasn't going to get hired anywhere. Like, I really did. I thought I probably wasn't good enough. But please tell them when you go to the interview, tell them, yes, this is a strong possibility, but also tell them that you probably explore your options. That's what you say. I might also explore my option because I am a first year teacher. I do want to see what other schools are like. But I've done my student teaching here, and so far I am amazed. I am amazed by this, that, and that. Try to at least have like 3 things that you feel like stand out to you. Don't just like say, no, I don't want to work with you guys. Ruin the interview, because just because he's a principal at that school, trust and believe, if they have more than one school in that district, they're going to talk to all the other principals, and they probably say, yeah, don't hire her because of this. They might have some angry things pointed towards you because you don't want to work with them. They probably blacklist you from working anywhere else. So don't say, no, I'm not going to work with them. Say, yeah, I'll work here, but I would also like to let you know that I'm going to explore my options just a little bit, just to see what other districts are like. I want to see. I'm a new teacher, and I would like to see. It doesn't hurt. When you do a regular job, do you just go get a job at the one clothing place, or do you fill a job application out everywhere? Yeah, so look at it the same way. You don't have to tell them if you don't want to explore if you don't have to tell them that you are exploring your options. Sorry. So if you just say yes, and later on, just constantly before graduation, you can also fill out applications. When the job window open up for different schools, fill those applications out so you can have interviews already before you graduated. I did not do that. I waited, and I don't know why, but I did. I waited until I graduated to do things. They still had other jobs openings at a lot of places, but I wished I would have done it before, when the hiring process was around, because maybe I would have got something more better. I don't have a job now. I have a couple lined up, but I haven't signed a contract now. During your student teaching, you will probably your school should take you to some professional development things. If not, try to talk to them and ask them if they can put that within the program so you can go to a professional development meeting. I think we went to the Natural Science Museum at my school. Went to the Natural Science Museum. They had a professional development meeting, how we can incorporate science into every subject, and they taught me something. Don't put your fear on your students, because they was like, you guys, how many people are afraid of snakes? And I was like, I don't like no snake. I ain't finna be scared of no snake. I ain't finna touch no snake. But they say as these students are young, don't put your fears on them. You can teach someone when not putting all your fears, your beliefs on them. Let them be able to see different things. And that's something I've been trying to do with my kids, because they told me that with my kids, myself, and that I would do in the classroom. Just because I want them to do, let's say in math, just because I want them to do the algorithm way, doesn't mean they have to. They can do the area model. They can do it another way. I don't have to just put the way I like onto their students. I can show them different ways. So I think that's all right now for the student teaching. Oh, get to know everyone in your student teaching class. If you're antisocial, I would say please network and talk. Network. Talk to those people. Talk to them, because you never know. Those people might end up being a principal within a year, be a assistant principal within 2 years, have a job somewhere, and you can talk to them. They can be like, yeah, you come on over here. I'll help you out. Get to know those people. Make connections. Get to know everyone. Student teaching was a blast. I wish I would have known all these things before going in, what to do. When I did student teaching, I taught the entire time, and I loved it. I taught all 3 classes, and I love it. You guys don't have to teach the entire time. They did have a time where you're supposed to teach an hour and observe. I did not do that. I taught the entire time. My teacher wanted me to teach the entire time. He said, oh, no, you got this. Go at it. So I taught the entire time, and I loved it. I got to know those students and everything. Don't be afraid to get out there and teach. If your teacher is not letting you teach within the 3rd week, you need to go talk to your teacher and try to get another cooperating teacher, because they're not letting you they're not letting you excel. And because I was a teacher around testing time, some teachers might not let you teach because it is testing time. But you will find some that will, because if they feel like you're doing a great job, if that teacher say, no, you're not going to teach my kids because it's testing time, and they're not trying to help you they're not trying to help you learn how to teach his or her students, then you need a different cooperating teacher. So I think that's it, you guys. And we will have another video soon coming up. I have multiple videos coming out this summer on how you can prepare for summer before your first year teaching. I have one on what to do your first year teaching. Oh, that sounded the same thing. But I'm going to do a couple of videos for you guys, and classroom. I can't wait to show you guys how I'm going to decorate my classroom and things you can do and everything. We're going to have a lot of videos. Sorry, I am being late. I have to give you guys the update on my breast reduction, and I got my wisdom teeth pulled and other things. I have a lot of updates to give you guys. So please comment below if you would like to know questions about student teaching, what to expect, and what questions to ask and things like that. Oh, interview questions. I will be doing a video on interview questions for teaching too. So bye, you guys. See you again. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Whoop, whoop. All right, bye.